Hi, hello, adab, namaste, sat sri akal to everyone who is watching PMC English right now. I welcome you all to PMC English and this series of episodes called as Spiritual Glossary. And if you have missed out on other words, please go to the playlist called as Spiritual Glossary on PMC English and you will find all the list of words that have been included in this series. So you will find a playlist, you can go there and find out about the word that you would like to know about more. So my dear friends, I welcome you all to this beautiful episode of Spiritual Glossary and my name is Parinitha Patri. So today, my dear friends, we are going to understand about silence. What is silence? We need to understand about silence. Is it verbal silence, mental silence, emotional silence, spiritual silence? What silence is all about? What does silence mean? Have we ever thought about it in a deeper way, to find a deeper meaning about silence? So without any further delay, my dear friends, let us understand about the word called silence. There are many voices that a psychic may hear, but none of them are valid unless he hears the voice of silence or the voice in extreme silence. When the vibrations of your physical, astral and mental realms are harmonized and raised to such a degree, they automatically shut off the sense of hearing on the physical plane and astral planes to open the hearing on the mental plane. No one can reach such a silence unless he purifies his personality nature and raises it to extreme integrity, except in rare cases when a great teacher builds a wall of electricity between your mental ear and your personality vehicles and enables you to hear his voice or the voice of your inner guardian. In each initiation, you enter into a deep silence and a voice addresses you. It is your inner guard that speaks to you first, then your master, then you hear the voice of Christ, and in a more elevated initiation, you hear the voice of the eternal youth. We are told that each subjective ashram is protected by an electrical wall of silence. It is in that state of silence that the voice of the master is heard and registered. Silence is the process of cutting the conversation line between your personality vehicles and their corresponding spheres of expression through an increasing rate of radiation. Silence is a form of relaxation and it has 3 stages, my dear friends. The first step is the silence of the physical body. The second step is the silence of the emotions or of emotional expressions. The third step is the silence of the mind. From this stage, man passes from meditation into contemplation. Silence is the state of consciousness in which you insulate your inner essence. You literally cut all communications from the lower and outer worlds and you listen to the message of your innermost heart. Silence means thoughtful meditation and contemplation. Now that we have understood silence, what are the different signs of silence, my dear friends? When I say signs, it's S-I-G-N-S, not the science part. Okay? What are the signs of silence? 3 most important signs of silence are mentioned in the ancient books. The first one is elimination of gossip. We learn to gossip from our radios, televisions and movies. Sagittarius says no gossip and Patriji also says no gossip whatsoever. Every great master says no gossip, but seldom do we listen. Because if there is gossip, the goal is lost. Speak something beautiful. The goal can be found only in silence. And the second sign is that the second one is talking about yourself. This must be eliminated. We always talk about ourselves, boasting about our achievements, what I did, what I didn't do, about our own stories, about our own self-pity stories. We talk about ourselves. This must be eliminated, my dear friends. The third step of silence is not to cast your pearls of wisdom and ideas in front of those who are not ready to accept them, because they will step on them and turn and devour you. Those are the 3 signs of silence, my dear friends. We have understood silence. We have understood the signs of silence. Now we need to understand who the silent watcher is. Somebody watches us, isn't it? All the time, watching us. We say that God is watching you, someone is watching you. Who is that silent watcher? The silent watcher is the great guide of this planet. The great guide of this planet is called the silent watcher, which means the patient one. And that is the silent watcher, my dear friends. Have we understood silence in a different way, from a new perspective? Probably something you might not have heard before. We need to understand and delve deeply into these words, my dear friends. We sometimes tend to use these words, but we understand only on the periphery, only on the surface. So this is the time for us to really understand what those words mean. So my dear friends, these particular words have been taken from the books of The Psyche and Psychism, The Symphony of the Zodiac, Challenge for Discipleship, Science of Meditation and Cosmos in Man, written by Torkom Saraydarian. So my dear friends, silence is very important to practice and to cultivate. So my dear friends, silence is very important to practice and cultivate. So let us all try to apply this particular wisdom in each and every aspect of our life and try to grow, progress, learn, understand, practice what we have learned. So thank you so much, my dear friends, and this is the end of today's episode of Spiritual Glossary, and we have understood the word called silence, signs of silence, and who is the silent watcher. Thank you very much, my dear friends. I will see you again in the next episode of Spiritual Glossary. Till then, take care of yourself and practice silence. Namaste.